Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a track by an act named Jiffthegeneral, an artist named Jiffthegeneral. This track is titled Love Potion. Switching over to here, we have it on Spotify. We're going to listen to this track from start till finish and we're going to hear what we think. Let's go. Boom. Oh. Nice low end resonance to that kick. We're not messing around with these vocals, we're straight into it. We've got a few bars of instrumental, but we're getting right into that vocal melody. Nice range to that delivery as well. You know, it's good that it's above those kicks and the kind of it sounds like it's separate from that kind of boom boom kind of main higher melody. Baby, hop on this, make we fly. 'Cause we be riding through the night in your love. I get it, because you're riding through the night. Cool. The chorus here, that hook, was very well put together. It was immaculate. You've got the love potion, hook lines sung in clean vocals. Then you sort of picks up the pace with the delivery. You know, like talking about love potion, drown, and you know, it clearly sort of gives you an indication of what the song is about. You know, this is about Jiff and another person spending that night together, just enjoying themselves, getting in the motion of things. And the way that especially the clean vocals are being delivered is like it's an invitation to do it. So it makes a lot of sense. There's a sort of a sense of vulnerability to the way that it's being sung, which I quite like. I think that it wouldn't have been nearly as effective. It'd been like, you know, more sort of like assertive. It needed to be delivered like this. Came to beat the bush, roll out the ting, spark it up like Kush. To stand and deliver, yeah, call me braggadocious. You're my lioness, I'm your lion, call me Lucius. You're my lioness, I'm your lion, call me Lucius. I dig. Cool wordplay. I dig it. It's nice. Again, we're going sort of a straight sort of rapping bit here, you know, where he's showing off his clean chops with his vocals as well as his ability to rap. And he raps nice and clearly, and like the vocal production is strong here. Each word, you can hear each syllable in the mix. You know, the orchestration is fairly minimalist. You've got like sort of soft synths in the background. There's layers to the different instruments in the mix, which is a smart thing to do because if you had everything the same volume, it'd be a little bit overwhelming, especially when you've got it mixed and mastered like this. You did correct, collect blue tick, verified. Chop look like Milo, thicker than hot dough. Tonight we slow down. Yep, Bobby Valentino, my Pro Tools make you clap to the rhythm. The more reason you should propel ahead to back it up. Pro Tools, that's a nice pun with Pro Tools, because he's writing the music, but it's also professional music stuff. I get you, I like that. Drive I'm giving. Lacy, orange and new black, I guess. Switch G string to X, we're highly rated. Got the D on lock, I'm isolated. Evidently so I'm motivated. Juices got the sparkle carbonated. And there's a few sort of double entendres and a bit of wordplay there, which is fairly clever. It's nice and interesting to listen to, and it's a fairly sort of a laid back and confident vocal performance there. It's you know, it's in the center of the mix. It forces you to pay attention to it. Baby, hop on this, make we fly. 'Cause we be riding through the night. Okay, so this is the bridge. So they started the song with the bridge coming in after a layer of the instrumental, sort of to instantiate the sort of main musical theme. Cool. I'm going into the chorus here. That wow, that sort of portamento kind of synth is a nice additional layer of interest within this chorus section. So it sounds kind of exotic and sort of intimate. The drums remain the same the whole way, so you've got to kind of include an additional layer in this chorus section so that people kind of recognize it, and having kind of a catchy melody like that without it being the vocals, like an adore in addition to the vocals, is a clever move. ba dun 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 dun. You know, and you repeat that rhythm there, that delivery, that phrasing there.
I'm going nuts, babe. Hope you're not allergic. No,
Yeah, there we go, straight off the block. I'm going nuts. I hope you're not allergic. Yeah, smooth.
this feels like magic. Love it how we get grimy when we link up. Number 9, pull the lever, baby, drink up. Energizer, built for stamina. Camera action like Tom and Pamela. You're engaged, don't break this commitment. Better still, don't break this equipment.
You know, like this is a very adult take on the whole love potion thing. It's definitely not a Disney film, but I like it. I like the authenticity behind it. Sort of the raunchiness it's fair. You know, it's classy. I don't know whether raunchy and classy. No, they're not really. It's sort of a sophisticated kind of delivery to this. It's not like
Girl, you called the black to decker. Rex and affecting her, the rum shaker. You raise the bar tonight, you're heavyweight. You're taking me to school, it's hard to concentrate. On more, you don't try this one, no be small tints. Time never reach for me to withdraw tints. I'm dropping feelings, doesn't mean they get caught. I know the brain's occupied, ain't no room for that thought. Come on now.
brains occupied, there, no room for those thoughts. Cool, sick. Again, I'm loving the fact that you know, the music has been sort of mixed like this and that the vocals have been recorded properly because it allows me to hear every single word clearly. It's really important when you're when you're releasing music, you need to be able to make sure that when you've got a singer or a rapper that you can hear each word like that. And it's just not always the case, and it sucks because then I feel bad because I'm trying to figure out what they're saying.
Up time to play. Ay, ay. Baby, hop on this, make we fly. Cause we be riding through the night in your love potion. Give me that motion. Timber like ocean. Take your time, girl, make a no drown in your love potion. Give me that motion. Feel the explosion.
And finishing with an instrumental outro. Cool. The choruses kind of mirrored each other, which I think was a smart move. It allows people to sort of be familiar with it. You know, it was a solid enough hook that you didn't really need to add an additional kind of were there overdubs in the hang on, let me just go back to here. Oh, I can't play it. Yeah, no, there are overdubs in that chorus part. That's cool. I didn't notice those before. They're very subtle. Again, I'm used to people really exaggerating their double takes so that they all around the headphones. But no, these were kind of like that 50-50 on either side, and that's cool too. Again, there's like sort of a sense of expanse to this track. There's a lot of room to breathe within it, and I think that's a really healthy thing. If you clutter a composition up with too many different instruments or too many different sort of counter melodies or percussion bits or sort of abrupt bass lines or whatever, it can kind of be sort of distracting. This is clearly a single. This is the kind of single you want to have, especially as I think this is the first track for Jiffthegeneral of this year. 20,000 plays ain't bad at all. It's not bad at all. I have a lot of love and respect for that. You know, that's a good amount of attention. Clearly, Jiff is a sort of a skilled sort of singer and rapper. I think it was good that we had the difference in vocal deliveries and styles between like the verse, the bridge, and the chorus because it allows him to demonstrate his diversity, his range as a performer. And I don't really know how I could have improved this. I think it was just fine how it is. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about Jiffthegeneral beyond this song. I'm not sure if this is his sort of like wheelhouse or if this is something new for him. I can imagine though that given what I've listened to today, he'd probably be quite comfortable working on an EP or an album at some point. I know that like they're sort of not as justifiable nowadays because, I mean, who buys albums anymore? You know what I mean? There's a lot of work involved in it, and potentially but given the quality of just the general stuff, I think hearing what he has to say in sort of an EP format, at least an extended play, would be quite good. And yeah, 3 minutes 25, having the two verses where, you know, he elaborated on what he wants to do, how he feels, what she does to him, etc. Oh, you know, it's what they do to them. It's clever. You know, it's again, You know, it's definitely not a song like for kids if you know what they're talking about, but I think that's totally fine. And there's sort of a sense of maturity to the whole situation. But there's also sort of a sense of humor to it. And I think that it needs to be fun. There's like a charisma to the vocal performance, despite how laid back it was and how sort of chilled out the whole environment was. And I think when you're talking about the stuff that they're talking about, that's actually important. You don't want to seem like you're too sort of overeager unless, you know, people are really into it. I don't know. But that's effectively my review of Love Potion by Jiffthegeneral. You know, you got this kind of Caribbean percussive kind of vibes there with like a dun 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 kind of sort of pseudo kind of reggaeton kind of drum rhythm there, and it's cool. It's dope. Again, there was an 808 in there that was occasional, but the focal point of the mix was the lyrics, and that came through really well. I understood clearly what was going on. And yeah, cool story in the verse, catchy hook, great track. So that is my review of Love Potion. If you enjoyed it, please do go show Jiffthegeneral some love via the various social medias and Spotify page. And stay cool, stay safe. And please do remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'm just making sure I haven't forgotten anything because I tend to. No, I think I've said everything that I want to about this one. I think that it's yeah, I think that if Jeff the General continues in this direction, they're going to find a fan base and continue to grow it. A lot of people are into this kind of music nowadays, and it seems to really stick well. So best of luck. Spider hands up.